I'm about to do your Scorpio March 2022 tarot reading, and in this Scorpio love reading, we're going to take a look at the status of the love connection between you and your romantic person of interest. Scorpio, what is going on with you? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Scorpio love reading. Now, if this is your first time here and you have questions that you want answered about your romantic love life or your relationship, then start now by subscribing and clicking the bell icon so you always get notified anytime I post a new Scorpio tarot reading for you. Let's get on with this Scorpio love reading for today, because today we are going to take a look at the status of the love connection between you and your romantic person of interest. And I'm going to do that by getting one card to represent the mutual point of interest between the two of you here in March 2022. Then I'm going to get 3 cards for you, Scorpio, 3 cards for your person. And then I'm going to clarify everything with the second deck, just to make sure we can get down to the bottom of the unknown truth about what's really going on in this love connection of yours. Now keep in mind that this is not a personal reading, this is a general collective reading, which means I'm not tapping into your specific energy as an individual person the same way I would if I were doing a personal reading for you. Now if a personal reading with me is something you're interested in, you can find all the information about my personal readings in the description and the first pinned comment right below this video. But this is a general collective reading, which means I'm tapping into the collective energy of a large group of Scorpio people that I'm supposed to be getting messages for. That also means that there's no possible way this reading is going to resonate with literally every single Scorpio person on the entire planet all at the same time, because not every single Scorpio person is going through the same situation or experiencing the same energies all at the same time. Now, it's also important to keep in mind in collective readings like this that energies can and do get flipped around backwards from time to time, especially for cross-watchers, which means if you're not a Scorpio and you're just watching this Scorpio love reading because you're interested in a Scorpio and you want to know what's going on between the two of you, I'm totally fine with that. Just keep in mind, though, that especially for cross-watchers, energies are very prone to get flipped around backwards. So you just got to take it as it resonates. Now, regardless of how this reading resonates for you, you should still probably watch the videos for your moon sign, your rising sign, and your Venus sign, just because they can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. You can find the links to those videos, information on my personal readings, the different tarot decks that I'm using in this reading, orgone pyramids, crystals, all kinds of fun, helpful stuff is in the description right under this video. But enough yakking. I know it has been way too long since I got to post a Scorpio reading for you. I think the last Scorpio reading I posted was in November of 2021. Back then I did 36 readings for this channel. I think I did 46 personal readings in November. At the end of the month I took a trip to Texas to visit my fiance. By the time I got back in early December, I was still swamped with personal readings. I don't even think I posted a reading to the channel the whole month of December. The end of December, of course, I took time off for Christmas and New Year's with my family and my fiance. January was not a lot different. I've been swamped with personal readings all the way up until about this point right now, and I'm still got quite a few of them booked for the next couple of weeks. But this is about the first chance where I've been caught up enough to get back to doing these personal readings. Just try to keep in mind that I am a one-man show. Not only do I record all these readings myself, and you see that they're an hour long a piece and there's 12 signs, I also have to do all the editing myself, which takes about as long to edit a video as it does to record it. I make all the custom motion graphics that you see pop up at the bottom of the screen. I do all the custom thumbnail images, the search engine optimization so people can find these things when they search for videos for their sign here on YouTube. On top of that, I'm doing all the personal readings, like between 30 and 50 of those a month. I'm also building and managing and updating and adding to my website all by myself, running my online shop, and fulfilling orders, adding new products to that, doing all that stuff all by myself. And on top of it, I'm also a single dad with full custody of my 9-year-old son. So I still have to do all the crap around the house too, like laundry and meals and getting him back and forth to school, picking him up from school, helping him with his schoolwork, and then spending time with him and everything. So I'm doing the absolute best I can to keep everything afloat here, keep all of the paid for readings by my clients coming to them because they're actually entitled to what they've paid for. getting all the customers the products that they order, and then still trying to have time to take care of everything around the house and do these readings. So that's what's taken me so long to get that. But like I said, I think I've got things caught up now to where I can get back to some semblance of a pretty regular schedule. But thank you very much for being patient and waiting on this and not flaming me to death. A couple people have flamed me about that, but I think I have wasted enough of your time here, so let's get down to business with this Scorpio love reading for March 2022. What is the mutual point of interest between Scorpio and their romantic person of interest here in March 2022, please? Let's get one card. Okay, we got a lot going on apparently. We're going to take 3 cards. What's going on with Scorpio as it relates to their romantic person of interest and the connection between them here in March 2022, please? Let's get 3 cards for Scorpio. Okay. Let's get 3 cards for your person. What's going on with Scorpio's romantic person of interest as it relates to Scorpio and the connection between them here in March 2022, please? These two, huh? Okay, I'm going to take these together because they came out together. I see what's going on. When I get to that point, I'll read those to you together as if it was one card. Well, on the bottom of the deck, the overall energy of this reading is the 4 of Wands. This is Aries energy. 4s are about stability. This is stability of the home life, stability of the family life, stability of the connection between the two of you. These 4 wands represent 1111, which is the number of manifestation. This is usually a celebration of the home or a celebration of the stability of something that you've manifested, actually celebrating the thing that you've manifested actually appearing here in the physical 3D reality. Right under that, we have another 4. We have the 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Coins. You're probably going to hear me interchange the term coins and pentacles in this reading. This deck calls them coins. This deck calls them pentacles. They're literally the same thing, though. This 4 of Coins, 4 of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. This is an energy of holding on tightly to something and not wanting to let go of it. And we have the 8 of Wands under that, which is Sagittarius energy. I'm seeing quite a bit of fire out here. Quite a bit of Sagittarius energy, a little bit of Aries, a little bit of Leo out here. A lot of fire for sure. This can be rapid back and forth passionate communication, rapid forward movement on something, rapid forward progress on something. A lot of times this can be a lot of energy coming at you all at one time, kind of like trying to take a drink out of a fire hose. It can knock you on your butt. It can feel overwhelming here. We've got something going on with trying to hang on to the stability of this connection here, and apparently a lot coming at you all at once. A lot of fast moving energy. I have the Knight of Swords under that. This is the second fastest energy in the deck. The only energy faster than this is the Chariot, the Cancer Major Arcana card. Now I've got the third fastest energy. This is the fastest Knight in the deck. It's about rushing forward and speaking the truth on something. It's also about rushing forward, taking some rapid, decisive action on something. So it's looking like we got a lot of fast-moving energy here coming at this commitment, at this stability of the connection between the two of you, an energy of wanting to hold on to it and not let go of it. And right under that, yeah, I've got Scorpio energy of the 5 of Cups and Cancer energy of the 3 of Cups. So here, this 5 of Cups, Scorpio energy of sadness and remorse about the past. It's about being focused on these 3 cups that have been spilled out, all the love and emotions that have been spilled and wasted, all the time, effort, and energy that's been spilled and wasted. In the background, we do still have the 2 of Cups back there, the love connection between the two of you. It just doesn't have the full focus right now. Right now, the focus, at least for someone in this connection, is on the past. That's kind of the message of this card. Like, what you focus on literally dictates the emotions and the energies that you feel. So if you're focused on the past, you're going to feel the way you felt in the past. If you're focused on something that you think you've lost, you're going to feel that loss. And if you focus on something you think's missing in your life, you're going to feel that gap in your life. So this is a card saying somebody's focus isn't in the right place, and that there's some sadness, some remorse about the past. Right under that, we have the Three of Cups. I just said the 3 cups that are spilled out right here. Now we have the Cancer energy of the Three of Cups. A lot of times this is reconciliation energy. This is about being reunited and celebrating. Every once in a while, this can represent a third-party love scenario because we do have 3 cups of love in this picture. I don't necessarily see anything yet that would make me think that. I do see some things out here that would make me think this is about reconciliation, though. In fact, there are 3 cards in the tarot deck that represent reconciliation, and I actually see, well, with this one, I see the other 2 here on the table, so I've got all 3 of them here. So it looks like this might be a situation where you guys are wanting to hold on to the stability of the connection between the 2 of you, not wanting to let go of it, not wanting to lose each other. That's the overall energy of the reading, kind of the overall gist of what's going on here. I'm going to come back to that as I go through your energy and your person's energy, and it'll explain itself a little bit more once I have more information out here in front of me. But this mutual point of interest is shared energy that's affecting both of you, Scorpio. So it's affecting you, it's affecting your person. It may not be affecting you both exactly the same way, but it's definitely affecting you both. And I do have that feeling, besides just seeing this 8 of Wands that can represent overwhelming amounts of energy coming at you all at once. I got that impression right off the bat because I normally get 1 card for this mutual energy, and I got 3 here for you. I got Judgment, the 5 of Wands, and the 9 of Wands. So we got all 3 of these are fire energy cards. I've got 2 fire energy cards in yours and 1 in your person's over here. So there's a lot of fire out here. The overall energy is a fire energy. This Judgment card represents a final decision being made, like passing your own final verdict and judgment on something. This is usually a decision about, are we going to call this relationship dead and over with? Or are we going to try and resurrect this, try to bring it back to life and transform it in a way that it's not going to be the same again? I kind of get that impression with your trying to maintain the stability, trying to hold on to the stability of the connection between the 2 of you. Next in the mutual energy, we have the 5 of Wands. This is Leo energy. 5s are conflict, and Wands are about passion and desire. So this is a conflict in your desires, an internal conflict that's affecting both of you. So this could be a conflict where you're pulling one direction, your person's pulling in a different direction. This can be both of you are internally conflicted in terms of what it is that you want. Like a piece of you wants one thing, a piece of you wants the opposite of that, and you're having this internal battle of tug of war, kind of like pulling yourself in multiple different directions at the same time as it relates to what it is that you desire, what you want. The final card here in your mutual energy for March 2022, Scorpio, is the 9 of Wands. This is Sagittarius energy. This is a card of being walled off and defensive about something. Now, it's also a card of healing. This is the wounded warrior, and he's been hurt. That's why he's built this wall around himself. It's a way to protect himself so he doesn't get hurt again, so he doesn't continue to get hurt. He doesn't want to be hurt. He's trying to heal, and he's trying to get his energy right so he can move forward and take the next step in his journey. But there's definitely some wall up here in this connection, something in the way of this connection, some internal conflict that's possibly putting an obstacle in the way of the stability of this connection and whether or not it's dead and over with, whether or not we're going to resurrect this. So let me clarify this, see what we got going on. Tell me more about Judgment, the 5 of Wands, and the 9 of Wands. Why is that the mutual point of interest between Scorpio and their romantic person of interest in March 2022? Well, on the bottom of the deck, the 7 of Wands. So again, more fire energy. This is Leo energy. It's also a card of being walled off and defensive, a lot like this 9 of Wands. This is more about someone here in this connection defending their position on something, defending their stance on something, being willing to fight for what it is they desire, fight for what they want, being willing to fight for this connection, being willing to fight for an opportunity to get the connection back. This Ace of Pentacles is a practical, tangible opportunity being presented to the 2 of you by the universe. This is the seed that has the potential to grow into the 10 of Pentacles that we all want, that maximum stability and abundance and prosperity, like the combining together of 2 people or 2 families, all our assets and resources in order to build that happy, stable, abundant, prosperous home life that we all want. Now, it's not the Ten of Pentacles in and of itself. It just has the potential to get there. And that's the thing about aces. They're potential. You have to grab them and do something with them. Otherwise, they're just empty potential. It's going to take work, time, effort, and energy to get from this seed to the full-blown Ten of Pentacles. But it looks like there's a willingness to fight for that. Just gave me goosebumps here. Right under that, we have the Tower. This is an abrupt shift happening, an abrupt change taking place. This is like a foundation rocking event. This is something happening where something comes crumbling down around you and nothing's going to be the same after that. Now, this is not always a bad thing, but this doesn't feel like a very good thing. This is something that happened very abruptly that changed everything for you. This is probably what happened to shake up the stability of this connection and cause this need to hold on to it and not want to let go of it. It's probably why we have a lot of fast-moving energy coming at us. This happened quickly. It's probably why we're going back and forth and having this internal conflict about whether or not this is dead and over with or whether we can resurrect it here. This is something abruptly changed here. Still a willingness to fight for it, though. An opportunity. Fight for an opportunity for it. To clarify this, I got the Two of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. This Two of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. Twos are decisions. So this is some sort of a decision you guys are trying to make. It's laying directly under judgment here. So it's probably this decision. Is this over with, or can we bring it back to life? But this is a 1 foot in, 1 foot out kind of an energy. It's like, it's a card of balance, but it's more about trying to maintain your balance or regain your balance after your balance has been thrown off. A Tower will definitely throw your balance off. So this is like looking at the options here, weighing the pros and cons. Excuse me, pros and cons, asking questions like, do I or don't I? Should I or shouldn't I? Is this dead, or can we bring it back to life? Going back and forth on it. Not being 100% sure. The next card to clarify this is the Six of Cups. This is Scorpio energy. This is the card of the past. This is thinking about the past, reminiscing about the past, thinking about the good old days and the way things used to be between you when there was stability in this connection here. This is a deep emotional connection between the two of you. Sometimes this can represent soulmate level energy. This can, however, also represent someone from the past making a comeback. Now, I don't know if that Tower had something to do with someone from the past making a comeback on your side or their side, and now this has got everything all screwy here. I guess another meaning to this Two of Pentacles can be juggling more than one person, which I guess would put walls up, and it would cause some internal conflict about whether or not this is even worth fighting for or not. Definitely a lot of thinking about the past going on here. The final card to clarify this is the Four of Pentacles. We've already seen the Four of Pentacles here in the overall energy. This Capricorn energy of holding on tightly to something and not wanting to let go of it. That's the mutual energy between the two of you here in March 2022. And again, just like this overall energy, I'm going to come back to this probably a few different times during this reading. As I clarify your energy, I'll be able to see how this applies to you. As I clarify your person's energy, I'll be able to see how it applies to them. And this will make more sense and kind of unfold as we move along. But that's the the mutual energy affecting you here in March 2022. Scorpio, your energy is the Strength card, the Six of Cups. I was getting ahead of myself there. And the King of Wands. Strength is a Leo Major Arcana card. This card tells me that you are going through a very difficult situation, and it's required you to dig down deep and tap into your internal strength in order to even make it through this situation. Also tells me you have the internal strength to make it through it. You're just going to need to tap into it. Another meaning to this card is it can be an energy of trying to tame this beast inside yourself, trying to rein yourself in, trying to hold yourself back, trying to not let yourself move too quickly on something where you make situations worse, or you cause some kind of a mistake here, trying to not let your emotions get the better of you here, trying to hold that back. So tell me more about strength. Why is that here for Scorpio, please? Thank you. Notice how the cards are all trying to get away from me here. A couple of different times I saw a card flip over and go back in. That happened several times, actually. When that happens, there's usually like some start-stop kind of an energy going on here. Almost like stuttering, where you start to do something and then you hesitate and you pull back, and then you start, you can't quite move on it. I kind of see that here. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Star. This is Aquarius energy. It's the Aquarius Major Arcana card. This is a card of wish fulfillment. This is a card of healing. It's a card of hope. Sometimes in a love reading, this card can signify that you're viewing your person as a gift to you from the universe. You're viewing them as the one for you. This is also, though, card 17 of the Major Arcana. The card right before this in the sequence, card 16, is that Tower that we just saw a little bit ago. So you don't ever make it to the Star energy without going through a Tower moment of some kind first. When a Tower happens and everything comes crumbling down all around you and nothing's the same as it was yesterday, a lot of times that makes it really hard to see the path moving forward from there. This is the guiding light from the universe that shows up to light the path for you so you can see your way moving forward. It's where hope comes from. It's where healing comes from. So this is looking like you're going through a very difficult situation here, needing all your internal strength to make it through it, and you're trying to maintain the hope that this connection can be healed, that it can be resurrected. But then again, at times, there seems to be such a wall in the way that you're going back and forth about that. I've got two different cards here of that back and forth, in and out kind of an energy where you can't quite make your mind up on something, internally conflicted about it. Yeah, right under this Aquarius Star card, I have the Knight of Cups. Knights are action takers. Cups are about love and emotions. So this is actions toward love and emotions. This is coming forward with romantic offers, romantic gestures, trying to advance the love connection here, having the hope that that can happen. I think that's what you're trying to manifest. I said in this overall energy, these 4 wands represent 1111, which is the number of manifest. Excuse me, right under this I have the Magician, the Mac Daddy Master Manifester of the Tarot deck. This is someone who's got all the tools, abilities, and resources to manifest whatever his will desires. It's about using your will to shape the world around you to be in alignment with what your will desires. It's about creating what you want. He's got all 4 aces on the table. The aces are the ones of the 4 suits. So there's 4 aces here, 1111 again. So this tells me that you are actively trying to manifest something. It looks like you're probably trying to actively manifest healing this connection and putting it back together so that it can move forward again and get the stability back. Yeah, 3 of Pentacles under that. More Capricorn energy. This is teamwork, collaboration, working together as equals to build something of value, to build something great. What you typically work together as equals to build is the 10 of Pentacles, that maximum stability, abundance, and prosperity. Combining together of 2 people and all their assets and resources to make something very stable and prosperous. There's just something in the way. We've got the Hanged Man right under that. This is Pisces energy of progress being halted, no forward movement happening, things being stuck. Now the Hanged Man is hanging upside down because he's trying to look at things from different perspective than normal, different point of view than he would normally look at things from. And he's doing that trying to gain enlightenment on something. He's trying to figure out what to do moving forward from here. How do I get this unstuck so we can move this forward again, get the stability back? Just going through a difficult time with that, possibly trying to force yourself to be patient with it, trying to rein yourself in. Like, it's possible that one minute you want to rush forward and try try and resurrect this connection, and at the very next minute you're trying to rein yourself in and pull back and go the opposite direction here based on whatever happened, based on clearly you've been hurt, hence the wall being put up. It's got something to do with the past, or we're doing some heavy thinking about the past, and that's causing you to kind of want to hold on to this. To clarify strength, I got strength again. I got the Knight of Pentacles, and I got the Two of Cups. Now, strength is the card I'm clarifying right now. So anytime I'm clarifying a card and I get the same damn card in the clarifiers, that's the universe going, dude, I'm telling you, this is a hard spot for Scorpio. They're struggling to make it through this. It's so difficult. And they're trying to tame that beast inside themselves, to not make a mistake, to not let themselves rush forward too quickly and do something that they regret later. Again, Leo energy. Next, we have the Knight of Pentacles. This is the slowest moving knight in the tarot deck. This is slow forward movement, one foot in front of the other, like being methodical, one step at a time, not being in a hurry, not being in a rush. A lot of times for me, this is a very frustrating energy, because usually it signifies that someone, probably you, is wanting this to go faster than it's actually going. You're wanting to see this much faster pace. We saw this Knight of Swords here in the overall energy. That's the fastest knight in the deck. You're wanting to see that kind of progress, and we're getting this kind of slow snail pace here. I've got 3 cards in a row that are about basically being forced to be patient, probably when you don't want to be patient. The final card to clarify strength for you, Scorpio, is the Two of Cups. This is Cancer energy. This is a love connection between the two of you. This is I breathe you in, you breathe me in, we're connected. But it is a 2, and in tarot, 2s represent needing to make some sort of a choice in this connection. And I see that as the very first card in the shared energy between you. A final decision being made. Is this dead and over with, or can we resurrect this, bring it back to life, heal the situation so that we can move forward again and get back to this stability that we don't want to let go of? Your second card here, Scorpio, is the Two of Cups. Excuse me, the Six of Cups. The Scorpio card. We've already seen this Six of Cups here in the shared energy between the two of you. Again, this is the card of the past, thinking about the past, reminiscing about the past, thinking about the good old days, the way things used to be when we had all this stability that we don't want to let go of here. This can represent someone from the past making a comeback. The thing about the past is it's kind of a relative term. Like, technically, the past could have been like when I was clarifying this mutual energy between you. The past could have been like 10 minutes ago. The past could be 5 years ago. The past can be anything previous to this exact point in time right now. So you're doing a lot of thinking about the past. If this is a person from the past and you guys are split up, which it looks like you are, this could be you thinking about your person and that person making a comeback here. This could be someone from your past making a comeback like prior to this person, or someone from their past making a comeback like prior to you. It could be any number of things. So tell me more about this Six of Cups for Scorpio. Why is that here for Scorpio in March 2022 in this connection? That one clearly wanted to come out. It about shot halfway across the room. Was hoping I wouldn't see that. Bottom of the deck, 3 of Swords. This is Libra energy of heartbreak and sadness, usually from a third energy. Now, that doesn't always mean romantic third party, although it can mean that. That third energy can be a lot of things. Like anything that we humans do enough of is going to create its own energy. Hell, my business creates an energy in my life. Going to school can create an energy. Going to the bar too much can create that third energy. This can be nosy friends, nosy family members, nosy neighbors or coworkers, like any third party sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. This can be addictions. This can be like physical distance between the two of you. This third energy can be any number of things, but there is definitely some heartbreak and sadness going on here related to someone from the past, or related to thinking about the past and the way things used to be. could be that you're just heartbroken thinking about the way things used to be between you versus the wall that's in the way between you right now, and all this undecided energy about whether or not we can resurrect this connection and get the stability back. The card right below this Three of Swords is the World. This is, in terms of zodiac signs, it represents the 4 fixed signs: Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Taurus. This is the final card of the major arcana, so this is completions of cycles. This is the ending of one cycle, and at the same time, the beginning of a beautiful new cycle. And there's definitely some confusion around that Scorpio energy of the Seven of Cups. This is options and choices, but confusion about those options and choices. There's a lot of cups here. There's a lot of different stuff in these cups, a lot of different ways this situation could work itself out. There's a lot of emotions involved here, and you're not wanting to make a mistake and pick the wrong cup. So you're feeling semi-confused here about the options and choices that you have in front of you. And we've got another 7. That's 7 of Wands that we've already seen. Leo energy of defending your position, defending your stance, being willing to fight for what it is that you desire, fight for this connection. Doing a lot of thinking about the past. To clarify that 6 of Cups, Scorpio, we got the 5 of Cups, the 6 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Swords. That's kind of interesting. We're going from a 6 of Cups to a 5 of Cups, which is kind of regressing a little bit, going backwards, but I got 6-5, 6-4, so it seems like it's regressing here. This 5 of Cups is more Scorpio energy. This is sadness and remorse about the past. We already saw that here in the story of the overall energy of what's going on between the two of you. Like being focused on the 3 cups that have been spilled, the love and emotions that have been spilled, the time, effort, and energy that's been spilled and wasted. You're doing a lot of thinking about the past, which tells me that your focus may not be in the best of places right now. There still is this 2 of Cups, this 2 of Cups right here, this love connection in the background. But you're focusing on the past, or something that you've lost, or something that you feel is missing, and you're feeling those negative, lower vibrational energies because of that. Next, we have the 6 of Pentacles. This is Taurus energy. This is an energy of balance. It's about trying to rebalance the connection. It can sometimes be an energy of the merchant giving to 2, as in somebody like your person giving to more than one person. I've got this 3 of Swords here. That could be heartbreak and sadness from a third party. It could just be a third energy. This could be you having sadness and remorse about it, thinking about the past a lot, and having a desire to balance this out. It's also laying directly next to this Knight of Pentacles, which could tell me that from your point of view, trying to balance this connection out is going a lot slower than you'd like to see it go. This Knight of Pentacles is the kind of energy that's so slow and frustrating that from your perspective, from where you're sitting, it may seem like no progress is happening on this at all, like there is no movement. Actually, there is movement on it, it's just really slow. Final card we have to clarify this 6 of Cups for you, Scorpio, is the 4 of Swords. This is Libra energy again. This is about choosing to go inside yourself to do some healing. It's about like taking a pause, taking a rest, taking a break, going inside to heal something, or choosing to go inside yourself to do some thinking about something, like trying to figure out how to move this forward, how to balance this out, how to get back what we had in the past, what we've lost now. Doing some serious thinking about that. And again, this feels like we're on a break in this connection. It doesn't seem like you guys are together, at least so far from what I see in your energy. It looks like you have the desire to get back together at times, and then at other times you're conflicted about that. This card kind of feels like you want to get back together, and then later in the day or the next day you change your mind because of what happened in the past, and thinking about all that and getting your focus in a bad spot and feeling bad because of it, and then you keep going back and forth with it. Overall, though, it looks like you don't want to lose this connection. You want to hold on tight to it. The final card for you, Scorpio, is the King of Wands. This is Sagittarius energy, sometimes Leo energy. If this is Leo, I've got 4 Leo cards on the table, and I've seen that 7 of Wands twice, which is a Leo card. So I've got a lot of Leo energy out here. If this is Sagittarius energy, I've got 3 Sagittarius cards out here on the table. Plus we saw this 8 of Wands, which is more Sag energy. Entirely possible you're dealing with a Leo, a Sagittarius, a fire sign. I got a lot of Capricorn out here. Let's see, what else I've seen quite a bit of Scorpio energy already. You could literally be dealing with any sign. This is a general collective reading, so it's going to be almost impossible for me to pin down exactly who you are dealing with, because I'm not tapping into your specific energy. I'm tapping into the collective energy here. So I'm just going to call out all the signs as I see them, as they kind of stick out to me, just in case they mean anything to you. But this King of Wands is either Sagittarius or Leo energy. This is a bold, passionate, fiery, determined person who knows exactly what he wants. He goes after what he wants with bold, passionate, fiery determination. He typically does not take no for an answer. He doesn't accept defeat. He doesn't accept excuses or obstacles being in his way. This is a very motivated, driven person who goes after what he wants, and he almost always gets it. This is the kind of guy who's willing to move mountains to get what he wants. He's either going to find a way or he's going to make a way. Now, this could be how you're viewing your person. This could be you having a lot of passion and desire and sexual attraction toward your person. This could be an element of you. This could be you having that level of determination in terms of trying to get what you want. Tell me about this King of Wands. Why is that here for Scorpio, please? Why is this King of Wands here for Scorpio? Sheesh. Bottom of the deck, Page of Wands. Pages are messengers, so this can be news and messages and communication about passion and desire. This is also the minor arcana version of the Fool card. Now, the Fool is about taking that blind leap of faith, not really thinking something through, just saying, screw it, I'm going for it. And it's about jumping off the cliff, and I'll worry about how to grow wings while I'm on my way down. I'll worry about how to figure this out as I move along. This is a lot more toned down version of that energy. This is more about having the willingness to take the very first steps down a brand new path towards something that you have a lot of passion and desire for. Got the Lovers right underneath that. This is Gemini energy. This is a very powerful love connection between the two of you, at least from your perspective here. This is divine feminine, divine masculine energy. This is a powerful connection, divine counterparts. These are two people who are supposed to be together, at least in terms of how it appears you're viewing it. And we've got the Queen of Swords right under that, Libra energy. This is she who knows the truth. Now, she's usually very smart, very logical, and very fair, and she'll let you speak your truth to her. The problem is she already knows the truth. So the truth you speak to the Queen of Swords had better match the truth she already knows, or she's going to use that sword to cut you. So this is an energy of speaking the truth about something, and it's also an energy of cutting off the things and the people that aren't in your best interest, that don't really serve you anymore. A lot of times I'll see this when there has been a severing in the connection, when someone's been cut off. What this looks like to me is something happened, possibly with someone from the past, possibly with a third party, created a difficult spot for you, some internal conflict, your walls came up, you're doing a lot of thinking about the past and whether this can be balanced out, you're trying to figure that out now, and now you've got this determination about you to at least have the willingness to take the steps back down this path. But it looks to me like you cut this love connection off. You severed the connection. And then we've got the Star again under that, Aquarius energy of healing, hope, having the hope that this can be healed. Again, this is the card that comes after the Tower. So whatever happened was a very abrupt game changer for you, like a foundation rocking event. A lot of times that Tower can represent like a mental model of the world you were operating from, like the way you believed the thing was, and then something happened to show you that that model was incorrect and that belief was incorrect, and oh shit, it's not actually the way I thought it was, and the whole thing came down right before your eyes. And this is you having the hope that that can be put back together and we can advance this connection again, get the stability back. I think that's ultimately what it is you desire here. Now, this is representing an element of your person. They don't have to be Sagittarius or Leo or even a fire sign. They can just have the qualities of this King of Wands, someone who's very driven, very motivated. Also, this is the wand suit is like the wand is a phallic symbol. It represents the male phallus and using it to be intimate, sexual energy. So this is the pinnacle of that suit. So this is someone who's not just motivated and driven, but they're sexually motivated and driven. They have a lot of sexual energy. So that can be an element to your person, and maybe they had the willingness to take steps down a new path toward love, and that's what got things cut off, and now there's a hope it can be healed. They could have, their wand could have stood up and pointed in a certain direction and they followed it. Excuse me. To clarify that King of Wands, I have the Three of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords again. My throat chakra is all screwy now. It's like I'm having trouble talking. The throat chakra is about like expressing the truth here. So it's possible that there was some deceptive stuff going on, somebody not quite being honest about something here. That could be why walls came up. That could definitely be someone was juggling more than one person, someone from their past. I've got giving to more than one person here. I've got both two decks, both Six of Cups out here. I've seen this Three of Swords more times than I want. This Lovers card, like a long time ago, before this card was called the Lovers, it was called Love, and before that it was called the Choice. So sometimes this can represent a choice between lovers here. Again, this Two of Cups is a love connection, but it's also a two, which is a decision, a choice about the connection. But to clarify this King of Wands, this Three of Cups is Cancer energy. It's about being reunited and celebrating. I think you don't want to call it dead and over with most of the time. Most of the time, you want to reunite. You want to keep holding on to this connection. You want to balance it back out. But again, there are three cups of love in this picture. So sometimes this card can represent a third-party love scenario. I don't have enough out here to say for sure that's what happened. But I have the feeling that at least for some Scorpios that watch this video, that's going to be the case. It may not be the case for you. It may be the case for you, and it might be the exact opposite for the very next Scorpio that shows up to watch this reading after you. We also have this Eight of Coins. This is Virgo energy. This is the card of work. It's about putting in the work on something, putting in the time, effort, and energy on something, or at the very least, being willing to do that, being willing to take the first steps in that direction to work on this love connection after it was cut off, and having the hope that it can be healed and put back together and advanced and get back to the stability. But then we got that Three of Swords. Again, Libra energy of heartbreak and sadness, usually from a third energy. Again, it doesn't have to be a romantic third party. It can be any number of things. I know every time I show this card and I say that, it doesn't have to be a third party. It could be any number of things. I always get people leaving comments saying, well, can it be an addiction? Can it be distance? Can it be their job? Yeah, it can be anything. You're going to ask me, can it be that? Yes, it can be that. So just take this however it resonates for you. It is possible that we got a third party thing going on here. It's also possible that that's not the case at all, and there's just a lot of thinking about the past. That's your energy in this connection for March 2022, Scorpio. Let me scoot this over out of the way and get some more room here, because now we're going to take a look at your person's energy in this connection for March 2022. They got the Two of Cups, Temperance, and these two cards came out together for them at the end, the Eight of Cups and the Fool. So this Two of Cups we have already seen on your side of the table here. This is Cancer energy of a love connection between the two of you. I breathe you in, you breathe me in, we're connected, but it is a two, and that represents needing to make a choice. Again, mutual energy affecting you both is a decision, a final decision being made. Is this dead and over with, or can we bring it back to life? And again, your person seems to have an internal conflict too because of the wall that's in the way. Whether this is your walls came up because you were hurt, or whether this is something else that is a wall that's between you right now. Something's going on here. Tell me about this Two of Cups for Scorpio's person, please. Why is the Two of Cups here? That one too, thank you. Bottom of the deck, we have the World again. Final card of the major arcana. Again, this represents the four fixed signs: Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio. This is the ending of one cycle and the beginning of a beautiful new cycle. Seven of Cups, Scorpio energy, options, choices, confusion about the options and choices. There's definitely a lot of ways this could work out, definitely a lot of emotions involved, and your person doesn't want to make a mistake either. I've seen this exact story on your side, and you've seen how many times I've shuffled it. I got the Seven of Wands again, so 2 sevens in a row. Leo energy of being defensive. These other wands can represent other people, their words, their opinions, what they think, what they're saying, and your person defending against that. This could be defending against accusations. This can be just your person having the willingness to fight for what it is that they want, which looks like this connection, and they're just confused. And to fight for an opportunity to get the connection back, and they're confused, which could be why they're going back and forth about it, why they're internally conflicted. They're definitely thinking about the past, though. And there's at least an element of this that they don't really want to let go of. Again, that's here in the overall energy of the reading. To clarify this Two of Cups, I got the Queen of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Sun, and the Page of Wands again. So this Queen of Cups is usually Cancer energy, although this can be a feminine water sign energy. This could be Scorpio, this could be Pisces. This is probably how your person's viewing you. This means that they have a lot of love and emotions for you. They want to give love and emotions to you, or they view you in that light, that you are very intuitive, you're very in touch with your emotions, and you want to give your emotions to somebody. This is like a loving, mothering, nurturing energy, very intuitive. A lot of love between you, at least from their perspective. Next we have the Ace of Wands. This is a new beginning in passion and desire. A lot of times in a scenario like this where you guys don't seem to be together and there's all this back and forth debate about can we resurrect it or is it dead, this is re-sparking the connection. It's firing the passion back up, firing the desire back up, and reviving the connection. Although this can sometimes represent a passionate new beginning, as in somewhere else. Again, I mean, there are things out here that lead me in that direction at times. I don't have anything definitive, though. I don't have the Seven of Swords out here. If I get the Seven of Swords in their energy, then okay, I'll be willing to say that we have a third-party thing going on. But here, this could be a case where maybe at times it looked that way, or maybe it felt that way. I don't actually see it, though. The next card we have to clarify that Two of Cups is the Sun. More Leo energy. This is the happiest card in the deck. It's happiness, joy, abundance, bliss, harmony. You can't really get a better card than the Sun in a love reading. This can represent that your person views you as a source of happiness in their life. They view you as the person that they love and that they want to give their love to. They're trying to fire this connection back up, get the stability back. Like, they don't want to lose you here. They could be viewing you like the sunshine that lights up their life. Final card to clarify that Two of Cups is the Page of Wands. Again, news, messages, communication about passion and desire. Got a new beginning in passion and desire. This is also them having the willingness to take the very first steps down a new path toward what they have passion and desire for, which clearly looks to be you. Now, it's possible even that your person's not really internally conflicted and going back and forth about this. This could be you being internally conflicted and going back and forth about it, and it's mutual energy because that internal conflict that you have is affecting them. The wall that you have put up around yourself so that you don't get hurt anymore could just be affecting them. But I have the feeling that they're doing a lot of thinking about the past too. And they're doing a lot of thinking about this card, Temperance, Sagittarius energy. This is a card of patience. I saw kind of forced patience on your side. This is your person like actually being patient with something. This is also reconciliation energy. You can see here that we've got a pool of water and a pool of fire. The angel is combining them together with a rainbow in a standard tarot deck, like even in this deck that I'm using to clarify with. There's an angel on the card, and she's got two cups of love that have been separated into two cups, and she's blending it back together, recombining the love back into one. So this is oftentimes an energy of reconciliation. I said toward the beginning of the reading that I'd already seen all three energies of reconciliation. I actually have all three of them out here on the table right now. This Three of Cups in your energy, this Judgment card, which is the first card in the mutual energy between the two of you, and now Temperance in your person's energy. So this is looking like reconciliation. Tell me about Temperance for Scorpio's person, please. Why is Temperance here? Let's get one more. Thank you. Okay. Bottom of the deck, the Hanged Man. Pisces energy of progress being halted. No forward movement happening. Things being stuck. Things being stagnant. At a standstill. Again, this is about looking at things from a different perspective than they normally would. Trying to figure out how to move forward from here. How do we get this unstuck? I think it has a lot to do with the wall that's up here. Yeah, very next card under that, the Chariot. This is Cancer energy, fastest moving energy in the deck. This is about using the will to get past any problems or challenges or obstacles that are in the way. Using the will to get past that stuff so that you can move forward very quickly in success and victory. The Emperor, Aries energy of taking control, taking charge of a situation. This is also a master manifester energy, someone who's got all the tools and resources to put together a plan to get what they want and then execute that plan to get what they want. It's about taking control of the situation and going after what they want, trying to get past the roadblocks that are in the way, trying to get past this wall that's in the way, the internal conflict, so that they can get what they want, which seems to be reconciliation of this connection here. To clarify Temperance, there's that Nine of Wands again, the Nine of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. I'm seeing a lot of repeating stuff in this connection. I've got strength and strength. I've got the Six of Cups twice. I've got 9-9. I've seen 7-7 two different times. I've got 4-4 right here. Very peculiar. I don't know if any of those numbers mean anything to you. You might want to Google those angel numbers and see what they represent. It might apply to you. But this first card, Nine of Wands, we've already seen that in the mutual energy. It's Sagittarius energy again. So I've got two Saggy cards in a row here. This is a card of being walled off and defensive, but it's also a card of healing. It's about he's been hurt. The wall has gone up as a way to protect him from being hurt. I think this is your wall, and I think that's what's got the progress halted. I think that's the obstacle that your person is trying to figure out how to get past so that things can move forward here. Next, we have the Nine of Cups, which is Pisces energy. This is a card of wish fulfillment. It's also a singles energy, like being emotionally single, being happy in and of themselves, not needing an external person to get their happiness from, because they realize their happiness comes from inside them, not outside them. not needing an external person to make them feel loved or worthy of love or whole, because all of that's coming from inside themselves. This is really feels like it's telling me that your person is single. What their wish fulfillment is to reconcile the situation with you, to not call it dead and over with, but to bring it back to life. And there's just a wall in the way. That's the thing that's holding this all up. But that's their wish fulfillment. I think what they're getting instead is the Five of Pentacles. This is Taurus energy of abandonment. This is about being abandoned. It's about being cast aside. It's about being left out in the cold. This is a breakup card here. Definitely a breakup card. The final card for your person is actually two cards. We got the Fool and the Eight of Cups here. This Eight of Cups is Pisces energy. It's a card of detachment, like emotional detachment, physical detachment, physically walking away. The person in the card is walking away from 8 full cups of love because they're not fully happy, they're not fully content, and they believe that there's got to be something better out there for me. So they're making the difficult but conscious decision to walk away from what they have to go down a new path, looking for their 9th and their 10th cup. I see their 9th cup right here. I haven't seen that 10th cup yet. And we also have the Fool, the very first card of the major arcana, the first card of the tarot deck. It's card 0. That 0 represents absolutely nothing and the potential for everything all at the same time. We've already seen the World a couple of times, the last card. Now I've got the first card. This is a new beginning here. So it's like there was a walking away and a detachment. There was a breakup between the two of you. And it's almost like your person is looking to take the leap of faith with you here. Now, again, if this is a third-party scenario, and I'm sure it's going to be for at least one Scorpio watching this, this Fool card can represent taking a leap of faith outside of the connection, taking risks outside of the connection. That could be what led to the breakup. That could be what led to the detachment and the walking away. That could be the reason that the walls are up and all this thing is stuck, and that there's this internal conflict and back and forth energy here. It could be why I'm seeing the 3 of Cups. It could be why I've seen this 3 of Swords several times. Again, I don't feel like that's going to be the case for everyone watching this, but just in case that applies to you, I'm throwing that out there. So tell me more about this 8 of Cups and the Fool for Scorpio's person. Why is that here? Okay. Apparently we're going to need some cards to explain what this is. On the bottom of the deck, we have the World. Final card of the major arcana. Got the beginning card and the final card of the major arcana. This represents a complete cycle between the two of you, the full shebang, going from the ending to the new beginning of the next cycle. Again, this represents the 4 fixed signs: Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio. I'll be son of a bitch. The Fool is right underneath that. So again, last card, first card. There's an ending to a cycle and a new beginning here. Your person's wanting to take the leap of faith here with you. This is about not needing to know what the outcome is going to be before they take that first step. Not needing to know what all the steps are in advance before they take the first step. It's about just saying, screw it, I'm going for it. I'm going to jump off the cliff and I'll figure out how to grow wings while I'm on my way down. We'll figure this out as we move along. What they're trying to take the leap of faith with you in, like they're wanting an ending of the cycle of the way it is between you now, where there's been this abandonment and this detachment and this breakup and this wall that's in the way and the heartbreak and sadness and the remorse. They're wanting an ending to that and taking a leap of faith into this Temperance energy, which is the card we just finished clarifying for them. Sagittarius energy. This is reconciliation. This is also them being patient here. The Tower. Again, I knew it was here because I'd seen the Star a couple of times. We've already seen this in the story on the bottom of the deck. Something abruptly changed. Feel like your person did something that changed everything. And now they're trying like crazy to figure out how to repair it, how to get it back. And again, same story here. 7 of Cups, 7 of Wands. So again, with the 7-7, There's another 7 out here in the clarifiers. Options and choices and confusion, that's Scorpio energy. Leo energy, being willing to fight for this connection. Fight for an opportunity to get this connection back, to take the leap of faith on this, to start back over at the beginning so that we can get the stability back. They don't want to let you go. They're doing a lot of thinking about the past too. To clarify this 8 of Cups and the Fool, we got the 7 of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, Death, the High Priestess, and the 2 of Wands. So again, I just said they're doing a lot of thinking about the past. This 7 of Pentacles is Taurus energy. Oh man, your person's drained feeling. I think you might be drained feeling too. Like I said, we got this 8 of Wands here. That's a lot coming at you all at once. Overwhelming amount of energy that's affecting both of you too. This is Taurus energy of taking a pause to reflect and take stock of this connection, to take stock of this whole situation. And what your person's doing is looking at the seeds that were planted between the two of you. And they're trying to decide, is this going to turn into the 10 of Pentacles that they really want? That maximum stability, abundance, prosperity, the combining of both of you guys together to build that stable, happy home life. Get to this 4 of Wands, stability of the home life, the family life, the connection. Is this going to turn into that? Is this, should I continue putting my time, effort, and energy into this? Should I invest here or reinvest here or keep investing here? Or is this not going to pan out? Maybe I should cut my losses and move on. Maybe I should just detach from this whole situation, because after all, we are broken up and there is a wall in the way between us. And I get the distinct impression that your person did something to make that happen. So they're going through that period of time where they're reflecting on that type of stuff, asking those types of questions. Then we have the Queen of Wands. This is either Aries or Leo energy. Man, I'm not tired one bit. I've had, I think, 4 cups of coffee. I'm totally wide awake. I'm just feeling really drained here. Now, this is fire sign energy here. I did see your person or you represented as this King of Wands. So I've got the King and the Queen of Wands out here. This can be counterparts, a power couple. These are 2 cards that are supposed to be together. And for me, that usually represents 2 people who are probably supposed to be together. They could be having all this passion and desire for you. They could be viewing you as this determined, passionate, fiery person who knows what she wants and goes after it. Doesn't really take no for an answer. The Queen of Wands is also very intuitive, represented by that black cat here. This is someone who's sexy and vivacious and fun to be around, kind of like the life of the party. Every once in a while, she can be sort of a drama queen too, kind of like high maintenance even. They could be viewing you in that type of a light. This could actually be, depending on how this resonated for you so far, if there was a third-party person from the past, this could be it. It could be a fire sign energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or just someone who fits the description I just gave you of the Queen of Wands. But that's looking like your person having a lot of passion and desire for you, and having gone through this period of time contemplating what's happened and looking at what's happened and still wanting to take the leap of faith with you, even though this feels like it's dead right now. This is Scorpio energy of death. This whole reading from the very beginning, when I saw this first card in the mutual energy, I've been saying, is this dead and over with? Or is this something that we can resurrect, that we can bring it back to life, heal it, make it so it's never going to be the same as it was again? This is some painful transformation process taking place. This is something dying so it can be reborn again in a more beautiful way. So if you think about when a caterpillar goes into a cocoon, when it comes out of that caterpillar, that cocoon, it's not a caterpillar anymore. It's a beautiful butterfly instead. But to get there, to go through that spot where it's coming out better than it was when it came in, a piece of that caterpillar dies. It goes through a very painful metamorphosis, a big transformation process. But when it does come out, it comes out better than when it went in. So that could be what's going on in this connection here. Something happened, possible third party, possible just something else happened that caused a breakup, that caused this distance between you. And from your person's point of view, yes, there has been a detachment, but after thinking about it, they still want to take the leap of faith toward you. They have this passion and desire for you to bring this back to life and to make it better than it was before this happened. Next, we have the High Priestess. This is the divine feminine energy of the tarot deck. This is the source of the intuition, the source of all the water in the tarot deck. The water represents the intuition and the emotions. So even the entire cup suit originates from her energy. In a love reading, this can signify that from your person's point of view, the connection with you is deeper than just something physical. It's deeper than just something emotional. It can be bordering on like a spiritual type of connection. This can also be your person feeling divinely guided toward you, or feeling like you're their divine feminine or their divine counterpart. Final card to clarify this Eight of Cups and the Fool is the Two of Wands. More Aries energy. This is a fork in the road. It's a crossroads in your person's life. Looks like a crossroads in this connection. This is a decision point, and it's a decision about which path leads you to the world that you want, and which path do you need to leave behind in order to get there. So this looks like we're going right back to the beginning. Is this connection dead and over with, or can we resurrect it? Can we bring it back to life here? Can we get this love connection between the two of you back, get it back to the way it was in the past, or potentially even better, transform it to be even better than it was before all this happened? There's definitely an energy of wanting to hold on to this connection, regain the stability of this connection here, not wanting to let go of it, not wanting to lose it. Now, if you still have questions you want answered about this situation or your relationship, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. And when you do, you'll be taken to more Scorpio love readings that can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And I'll see you in the next video.